Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams here on the Boxing on the Beltway Podcast Network. And the Boxing on the Beltway Podcast Network can be heard on Spreaker, on Stitcher, iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify. We're on Podcast Addict. We're also on Google Podcasts, and we're on TuneIn. You can also hear the podcast on my Twitter page at Digital25, on my YouTube page with Gary Williams, and on the Boxing on the Beltway Podcast Network page on Facebook. And we got a lot to talk about this week. It'll be a very interesting couple weeks coming up here in the Beltway, or outside the Beltway as far as our Beltway boxers is concerned, especially those from Baltimore. We have one Beltway boxer who fought this past week and was very successful. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And we have a couple more previews to give out for Halloween. Halloween's going to be a big day for Beltway boxers, not only the major one at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, but we also have a couple other Beltway boxers that'll be in a card in South Carolina. And we are going to preview not only the Davis-Santa Cruz fight, but the big bout coming up tomorrow as we record this Saturday, October 24th, between Malik Hawkins and Subriel Matias, the Showtime bout that we'll talk about this week. Boxing on Beltway Podcast Network brought to you as always by Real Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, for shoulder pain and muscle strain and everything between. Boxing on the Beltway recommends Real Time Pain Relief, the natural, plant-based, safe, fast, and effective ointment. Go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of real-time pain relief. You get a free $10 tube of real-time pain relief. The pain relief now endorsed by two-time heavyweight champion Big George Foreman. So try his knockout formula for real-time pain relief. Rub it on. The pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com. She has great weight loss tips, great jewelry, and great training methods. Or at Deborah, Debra Spears.com. Well, Randallstown, Maryland super welterweight Cecil McCalla, Randallstown, Maryland is a suburb of Baltimore. He scored a second-round technical knockout over veteran Fidel Monterosa Munoz of Barranquilla, Colombia. That was on Friday, October 16th, at the White Sands Treatment Center in Plant City, Florida. Now, we don't have any details on the bout, unfortunately, but we do know the bout ended at 2:31, the second round. And this is when it was the second straight for McCalla at the White Sands Treatment Center, and he's scheduled to fight there 2 more times before the end of the year. So we'll see what happens. McCalla has raised his record now to 23-4, 10 KOs. Munoz loses for the 5th straight time, all by knockout. And he's now 39-23-1 with 31 KOs. So congratulations to Cecil McCalla. He'll be on the right track right now. Hope we can get back into the really big mainstream in the boxing area. No question about in boxing sport, I should say. So congratulations to Cecil McCalla. Now, we've been talking about the final quarter of 2020 and some big bouts coming up. Of course, in just a few moments, we will preview 2 of the big bouts that take place. But Halloween's going to be a big day for Beltway boxers because a number of Beltway boxers will be in action. Not only will Gervonta Davis be in his bout against Leo Santa Cruz, but we talked about this bout last podcast. Now it was Patrick YG Pat Harris. He'll be in a 6-round bout in Columbia, South Carolina. That has a location now. It's a Jameel Shrine Temple in Columbia, South Carolina. And Harris has an opponent. His name is Christian Danilo El Ninja Guido. He's originally from Roma, Lazio, Italy. Now makes his home in Tigre, Buenos Aires, Argentina. He's 8-13 with 6 knockouts, and he has lost 5 of his last 6 bouts. He lost his last bout on September 24th. So he's fought pretty recently. Lost his last bout, 6-round unanimous decision against Eridson Garcia. That was at the Civic Center in Biloxi, Mississippi. Lost by 6-round unanimous decision. He did win his next bout prior to that, 6-round split decision win over Alicio Castaneda, who was 15-2-1 going in. That took place in November 2019 at the Lone Star Convention and Expo Center in Conroe, Texas. Of course, Patrick Harris, as we said before, 19-0, 9 KOs. He last fought on January 25th, won an 8-round unanimous decision over Clay Burns in Brooklyn, New York. So Patrick Harris in a 6-round bout against Christian Danilo Guido of Argentina by way of Italy, coming up on October 31st, Saturday, at the Jameel Shrine Temple in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, we just found out that another Beltway boxer will be on that card, and that'll be Malik Jackson. Malik Jackson makes his first appearance in January of 2017. He's out of Washington, D.C. He's 2-0, both his wins by knockout, both his wins by TKO. But he hasn't fought since January of 2017. He's going to be in a 4-round bout against an opponent to be determined coming up on Saturday, October 31st at Jamil's Shrine Temple in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, next podcast, we'll talk about the big bouts in November that are coming up. We talked about them a little bit last podcast, but we're definitely going to look at it in more detail coming up in the next couple of weeks here in the Beltway on the podcast. Now, let's talk about these two bouts coming up. Coming up first this Saturday, October 24th, as Malik Iceman Hawkins out of Baltimore. He'll take on Subriel Brownie Matias of Fajardo, Puerto Rico. It'll be at Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut. It'll be part of a triple header that'll be shown on Showtime starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as a matter of fact, Hawkins is scheduled to open that telecast. His bout is scheduled to open that telecast. So, this bout, I tell you, Malik Hawkins, we've been talking about him ever since he started boxing in the Beltway. Juan Marshall and I have been talking about him. And in 2017, we had Hawkins listed as our prospect of the year. He had a great year in 2017. He's had a great career. He's 18-0, 11 KOs. And I know a few of us get together and we talk about boxing, and be some things that may be happening with this particular project I'm involved in. I'm not going to tell you much about it, but one thing we talked about was this bout between Hawkins and Matias. You remember Subriel Matias, 15-1, 15 KOs. He fought here in November of 2019 at the MGM National Harbor Casino in Oxon Hill, Maryland. He was on the same bout that Teofimo Lopez was on. Teofimo Lopez scored the big win this past weekend, Vasily Lomachenko. Congratulations to him. Great bout. He fought very well in that bout. He did not fight well at the MGM National Harbor Casino. He won a 10-round, I think it was a 10-round or 12-round unanimous decision. Matias, that bout he fought here at the MGM National Harbor Casino was against Maxim Dadashev, and that was the bout where Dadashev ended up losing his life because of injuries in that bout. And one of the things that Matias did in that bout was he came forward constantly. I mean, he just came forward with a purpose. Dadashev tried very hard to keep him off of him, couldn't do it. And when the bout ended in the 12th round, actually, Buddy McGirt, his trainer, actually stopped Dadashev from going into the ring for the 12th round. And we thought at that time it might have saved his life, but it didn't, unfortunately. This is the problem that I'm having with this bout between Matias and Malik Hawkins. I am not sure, and I know my good buddy, Discombobulating Jones, I don't think he minds me telling you this. He feels, and I agree with it, this may be the wrong bout at the wrong time for Hawkins. I really do believe this. Hawkins has not faced anybody that can come with controlled fury forward like Matias can. Matias 15-1, all 15 of his wins by knockout. I don't like this fight. I really do. The more I've been thinking about this fight, the less I like it. I know Hawkins will have to make a step like this at some point. I don't think it has to be right this moment. And I really do believe it's going to be a tough fight. And I really do believe, in all honesty, I think Matias might stop Hawkins. I'm going to say that straight out. I think he will stop Hawkins. I hope I'm wrong. Believe me, I hope I am dead wrong about this. But I don't see Hawkins winning it, unless, because he made a comment this week during the week leading up to the bout that he's going to try to bully Matias. I don't think he's going to do that, or he won't. I think he's actually said he won't let Matias bully him. He might do the bullying, and I just don't see it happening unless Hawkins more or less gets on his bicycle, uses his jab to keep Matias off him. If he does that, he may have a chance. But the question is, can he keep Matias off him? I think that's the biggest question, in my opinion, in this bout coming up. And I don't know if he can do it. I don't know if he has the experience to do it. I hope I'm wrong, but I've got to go with Matias with a late round knockout in this bout. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I hope Hawkins take care of business, and really I'll be rooting for him. I hope he wins the bout very easily. And it might be tough, no question about that. So this bout coming up Saturday, October 24th. It'll start the Showtime telecast, which would be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Showtime. So best wishes to Malik Iceman Hawkins. Now, the big bout. One of the bigger bouts of the year. I mean, I know Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez will probably, unless this bout beats it, Right now, Lomachenko Lopez is the clubhouse leader for about a year in the country. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz has the potential to beat that. Now, what's weird about this bout, it's not so much the bout itself, but the promotion leading up to the bout. They have yet to officially announce the prices for this bout. Now, I'm reading that you can get the bout on the Showtime app, which I guess is the Showtime Extreme app. I hope so. I do have that. That's the only way I'm going to see it, because I'm hearing it's going to cost about the same as the Charlo doubleheader, which is around $75. And I just don't. I can't afford it. Just that simple. I can't afford it. But it'll be interesting to see if it is on the Showtime app that I can see it. That'd be great. It really would be great. Because I think this is going to be a really good bout. I really think it's going to be a really great bout. Leo Santa Cruz is a very fine fighter. No question about it. But Gervonta, I think Gervonta's on another plane than Santa Cruz, in all honesty. I don't think Santa Cruz has fought anybody that can do a lot of the things that Davis can do. I mean, he has the power. He has the speed. Santa Cruz a little bit up in age. Not older age. He's not Lomachenko age, I don't think. But Davis is going to be tough to stop for anybody. And I really believe he's focused for this fight. I really hope he does not have a weight issue, because that's always been a case that he's had a weight issue over the last off and on of his last couple of fights. But he was very close to weight very early. So, Calvin Ford was talking about it, and I think he's going to be okay. If you get a chance throughout the next couple of weeks, Showtime has their all access that they focus on the Davis Santa Cruz fight, which will be, by the way, October 31st, Saturday, October 31st, from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. They are going to have some fans there. There's going to be like 20% capacity for this bout. And again, Gervonta Davis will become the first Beltway boxer to headline a pay-per-view since Hasim Rahman headlined Rahman Lewis 2. It's going to be interesting to see. It's just a great moment for him. And Davis, with this win, if he gets a really good win out of this, has a chance to be the first Beltway boxer to be in the pound-for-pound list since Mark Ducharme Johnson. So it's a lot riding on this bout. And I just think Davis's speed, Davis's power, the combination that he has, that's just so special. I can't see Santa Cruz winning this bout. I see no way Santa Cruz, unless Davis just does not do what he's supposed to do or what he normally does. I just can't see Davis losing this bout. I really can't. I think it's going to be a great bout for him, a great bout for Baltimore, great bout for the Beltway, great win for the Beltway. And again, it elevates Davis to superstardom in this business. And again, a lot of if he does win, then a lot of things open up for him. I mean, you got Devin Haney, you got Teofimo Lopez. Everybody's been talking about a possible matchup between Davis and Gary Russell Jr. By the way, best wishes to Gary Russell Sr., who just got out of the hospital recently. He had COVID, and he just got out of the hospital. But so he seems to be doing well. But this could be a very special moment for Gervonta Davis. He can win this and win it convincingly, especially. So much can happen to him. I mean, he's got everything from 135 all the way up to 147 if he wants it. With Terrence Crawford in that area. I mean, there's so much that can be made if Gervonta beats Leo Santa Cruz and beats him well. It's the close decision. May have to take a half step back, but it was a convincing decision or convincing performance by Gervonta Davis. I mean, it elevates him to really superstar status in this business. So we'll see what happens. That is, again, on pay-per-view, Saturday, October 31st. Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Should be a very good one. Both Davis's WBA lightweight title and Santa Cruz's WBA super lightweight title are on the line on this bout. Should be a great one, no question about that. So that will do it. A relatively short podcast here this week. Some big bouts coming up next couple weeks. We'll give you some of the recaps of those over the next couple weeks. The Boxing on Beltway Podcast Network brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. You go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief. Get a free $10 tube of Real Time Pain Relief. Try Big George Foreman's knockout formula. Rub it on. The pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com. Great weight loss tips, great jewelry, great training methods at Deborah, Debra Spears.com. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gary Digital Williams. Thank you as always for your support of the Boxing on Beltway Podcast Network. And always remember to keep supporting the best boxing in the world. The boxing along the Beltway. Thanks for listening. Take care.